Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Renekton in the top lane. He's one of the best beginner top laners to play if you want to learn how to be more aggressive and dominate your lane. His first two levels are extremely mild, and you're not gonna be able to all-in someone to the death, level 1 or 2. At level 3, if you have an HP lead, you certainly can, but your first 5 levels are more about poking the enemy down. At 6, you can solo most champs because you get a bunch of health, a bunch of damage, and a bunch of fury. Your empowered Q, so once you have 50 or more fury, does more damage and heals you. Your empowered W does a lot more damage and stuns for twice as long, plus applies on-hit effects 3 times instead of 2. Normal W is 2, empowered W is 3. So for example, one empowered W will fully apply our press the attack, one empowered W will fully apply Bork, and the on-hit effects 3 times. And your empowered E, barely more damage and a little bit of armor penetration. 19 out of 20 times you're going to be doing empowered W every single time, especially with press the attack built with Bork Rush. Since we're going Bork Rush, we have Longsword Refill, we have press the attack Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, with Demolish, Bone Plating, double AD, and armor. Against range matchups, level 1, you don't really want to overplay your hand. Just make sure you're getting CS. If they step up too far, you can mash them with a Q. Otherwise, don't sweat it. Your main goal as the melee champ level 1 is to preserve your HP while minimizing CS you're losing. So here we can utilize Bush, kind of come in and out, farm it with the Q-tipper. So there he got my bone plating, and I did end up missing a minion, but we're still getting XP. Even if you don't get the last hit, you get full XP. We can go ahead and E forward. Ideally, we would have fear. We're going to auto Q. We can auto E back because we had the second E. Whenever your E hits an enemy, you get another one to use. So we get him and the minion with the Q there. We heal. He's doing a lot more damage than we're doing right now. He's playing around his charge ups. All right, we're level 3. We can actually start to trade more efficiently with him. Part of it is he's using his charge up and I'm not using my fury. We'll E onto him, auto into W, auto ignite Q. Down he goes. Beautiful. So we had the level 3 advantage since we pushed wave. We had collected more experience than him at that point. We have flash, he has a ghost. There's an easy all-in opportunity. Most games though, you will not necessarily have an all-in opportunity that early. So it's just not going to happen. But if they're being as aggressive as he was, then yeah, you might get it. I think she's about to walk into me. Auto E, into the W, auto EQ, down she goes. Should be fine here. Soraka has double bust. I think we actually win this. Oh, she does have heal too. That's perfect. Oh yeah, this guy's screwed. Red buff auto's on him. I'm gonna E into him, get him with my stun. Auto, we're gonna Q last to secure the kill. Plus Q outranges your autos by a lot. This is Q range, this is our auto range. So if you're in a confrontation where you're only going to be able to Q once due to its 7-second cooldown early on, it's best to kind of save it for last. So you can Q and then jump away, or right as they're out of your auto attack range, you'll whip them with a Q. In a perfect world, you apply your press the attack first to somebody and full damage dump them. So in a perfect world, you E into them to get to them. You use your empowered W, which will instantly apply on-hit effects 3 times, such as your press the attack. And then you can get them with a Q. Or you can E auto W Q, because your W is a great auto reset. You want to E into him, get him with a W, get him with a Q and E out. Quick trade, E, W, Q, E out. You can also mix in autos. It just depends on how much time you have and how much damage you're trying to avoid taking. Oh my gosh, we just missed cannon. That's bad. Not good. We do have recurve bow. It has on-hit effects. We can apply that with our W, so we ideally want to get that empowered and then all in him. The whole point of the longsword is to let you hit a super early Bork. Hey, friend. I'll E onto him, get him with an auto W, then we'll get him with an auto Q. High damage combo. Obviously, it takes some time since we're weaving in some autos. Get him with a Q. My E's about to be up, and his blood should still be on a cooldown. My empowerment's up. Yep. We'll E into him. He kind of walks away. We can E back in. Get him with Q. They normally don't expect the double dip like him there. Like once you E out, they don't think you're going to E back in. You just have to make sure your first E hits an enemy. That way you get to do the double dash. I'm kind of low, so I'll just look for a roam or for a reset. You can go early tier 2 boots on Renekton, but since we have our E, you don't typically need it, but could have gone early Merc Treads. They don't have a lot of CC, the only reason why I didn't. Let's say there was a physical top. Ooh, 1 sec. Auto into W, E, ignite Q. He's a goner. Ah, shield popped up. I need to get one more hit on him. Something we could have done to ensure the kill there without taking more turret shots is to use our R during our W. Your main animation cancels is your auto into W since it's an auto resetter. So auto W super clean. Also, you can R while you're in the middle of your W animation because your W animation takes a while. So you can auto W R and your R does big AoE magic damage. Right now it's 60 per second. We'll E forward again with a Q, E out. I didn't want to extend that trade because he could have blood pooled right as I went to stun, which would have stalled me out. And I'm already missing a lot of health here. I kept it short. I didn't think he was going to expect it. He does have ignite potentially. We'll E forward again with the Q, E out. See how he would have blasted me there and he would have dodged my stun? Now we know his blood pool's on cooldown. I got my Fury stacked. We can look for an all-in. This is perfect. Double E, auto into W, auto into Q. I might have to R. Yeah, not quite. Not a horrible time for me to back. We could probably cheese him out here. He thinks we reset. We'll E, auto W, got our R down. We couldn't quite finish him though, because he had his blood pool. We don't want him to hit us with that. He gets a speed up and it does a lot more damage when he does that. I can flash stun on his head. I have full stack Fury. Your R stacks your Fury like crazy. Get him with the stun, auto Q, E. If you're close enough to them with your E, like I was there, you can E away and it'll still hit them. All right, let's get another point into E. We want to max it second because the cooldown plays a big part into your engages and your trades. He doesn't have TP, so we're fine. Just kind of pushing. Auto W. Gonna get a ward down there. Got the 50 Fury, so we get empowerment, more healing, more damage. We'll go ahead and take this plate and look for a reset. 2 plates is worth more than a kill. 2 plates is 350 gold versus a standard kill only being 300. We're sitting on Bork. Huge. Once you hit Bork, even if you've gone completely neutral in lane, you're tied CS 0 kills, right? Once you hit Bork on Renekton, you can solo just about anybody. It's really nasty the way it works. I'll buy control ward, head back to lane. I don't want to sit there and wait for magic resist. He doesn't have sword shoes yet anyways, neither does Lily, so they don't have any flat magic penetration at the moment. That being said, we wouldn't want to go plated since their top and jungle are both AP. We wouldn't get too much value out of the plated. So yeah, with the Bork, since obviously your autos plus your W applies on hit effects twice, and if it's empowered 3 times, we can instantly proc the Siphon, plus it applies Miss Edge 3 times, assuming it's empowered. Let's get up our Fury. We have such an item advantage, I'll just E onto his head. You see how he blood pools? That's why I should have autoed then W'd there. I was hoping I could catch him by surprise before he blood pooled and get him with a raw stun. My E is up here. Your E does not soak the Fury on the first one, it's on the second dash. So if you can reach him after the first one, that's perfect. That way you don't have to. See, there it got wasted. We got the speed up and he's dead. My bad. I should have ignited him. Didn't think I needed to. We were a little sloppy on the R cast. We could have done it during the W animation. I did it a little bit late. We'll stun, walk towards him, double dash out. Your stun has a little bit more range than your base auto. Just a little bit more, like out here. It's an empowered auto attack. So if you are going to stun someone and you want to be able to double dash away, just walk slightly towards them and then double tap your E like we did there. It's my bad for not igniting the Vlad. Could stop him from coming back to lane. He can't get through us. My Bork's, the Siphon's off cooldown, so we can slow him and speed ourselves up. We'll E, auto into W. He blood pooled immediately. He's got his empowerment up. We'll time that out and walk him down. Auto into Q. I Q'd last because I knew we had limited time to get him. Got him with that. Auto into Q. He should die. Rengar. That was a little trolly. Got her with a Q. Oh, well played to her. She had decent spacing. Rengar taking those turret shots trolled it a little bit. Go ahead and pick up our Merc Treads now. The Vlad and her will have some magic penetration soon. Second item on Renekton against range champs is typically Stride Breaker. Against melees, it's always a Gore Drinker. Their team is triple range champs. But we do have the slow from Bork, so I'm down for Gore Drink. Gore Drink's also slightly cheaper. If you're not going for a Bork Renekton build, which is the best way to play him right now for solo carrying, if you don't have surprise damage at all. It's already done 1,000 damage against champs. We just got this item. But yeah, if you don't go for Bork, it forces you more into Stride Breaker for a slow. Bork already has a slow, so you need some form of a slow on this champ for the most part. Get away with Gore Drink and a Cleaver. You can freeze on Renekton if you want to. A lot of times you don't end up doing that though, since your E and Q are AoE damage. You end up kind of pushing the wave whether you want to or not if you're trying to trade. Got his, yep. Ah, oh, it's annoying. Spamming that blood pool. His blood pool costs him a lot of health though, I'm pretty sure, when he has a lot of HP. Wipe this wave, pull it back. He's missing a lot of CS. He's waiting for his blood pool to come up and then he wants to trade. We could auto W that ward. I didn't feel like taking a bunch of damage for it though. I want to get 50 Fury and gut him. He got that minion too. Rip. It ran all the way up past these two melee creeps. We'll step forward for this one. I'll flash for it. We are during our W animation and he's dead. Easy. Even without Soraka R, we lived there. So something that we did there was take advantage of Empowered W. Even though we weren't at 50 Fury yet for Empowered W, what we did was we hit him with one auto and Q after we were on top of him. Then we popped him with the W. So we want the 1.5 stun versus a 0.75 second, and we also wanted 3 applications of Bork, not only 2 applications. He wasn't expecting us to go in because normally for an all-in, we've been waiting till we're at 50 Fury. So even though we weren't quite at 50, I knew we could get it with just one more auto and a Q. Yasuo's in a weird spot. Go and Eon to him. Ooh, he's in trouble. Again with raw stun, ignite, auto into Q. Down he goes. Lilia's kiting this out. I'm actually kind of glad she left auto into Q, auto into E, auto into E, auto. Auto into W. Can't reach this chick. Down I go. Soraka and Rengar were either unwilling or unable to follow that up. Kind of thought they were. The Lilia kiting's brutal. Might actually need Stride Breaker after all. She doesn't have Phase Rush either, so if it wasn't for her, I could definitely get away without it. She's doing so much damage though. She did my whole health bar, 1643. I only have 1635 health. We took a combined 2,100 damage there, even though we only have 1,600 health, because obviously we're healing off of our Q and perhaps Soraka as well. You do want to make sure you're getting dragons on Renekton, so after you take your turret, you have to group to drag fights. If you have TP, it's even easier to group to drag fights. If you're against somebody who doesn't have a lot of self-healing, like a Vlad or a Mundo or a Lowy, you don't need to go for Ignite. You can go for Teleport and play to just kind of shove, poke, and take turret plates, and then TP for drag fights. Totally fine. In this case, though, since Vlad has a lot of self-healing, We did take Ignite, and you might say, oh, but you're crushing him so bad. That's because we got an early kill on him. If we didn't get that early kill, this lane would have been... It wouldn't have been hard necessarily, but it wouldn't be as free as it is right now. There's 2 of them top. She's constantly coming over here. It's so annoying. Hey, Vlad. Yeah, I see Lilia coming over here. Go ahead and pop a refill. We'll play it slow. He'll miss some CS. I know she's top side. My team's not pushing on the map at all. They're not taking any pressure where the peg's sticking out here. That's usually what the enemies look to hit. Oof. Standing too far away. Should just S-keyed on it. Not quite. Couldn't get him with the stun. He blood pooled. You can also E in the middle of your W animation like you see there. It's not just your R. Alright, there it is. We'll back up. I want to give him some space to breathe, so he'll go for cannon. Ah, he knows. He's willing to give it up. Gotta stand back a little bit farther. He's feeling too pressured. His teammates are probably roaming. I have nobody pressuring the map right now. I'll back for stride break. Then we'll show up to drag fights. Perfect time to back. Just about 35-40 second mark would be even better, I suppose. I just don't know where enough of them are at the moment. We do not know. You can cast stride breaker without even standing still. Pretty sweet. You can mix it in at any part in your combo. You'll usually use it at the very start to get in range to stun. So if you can E into them, stride break, auto W, stride break E, stride break W, R. But typically it's either at the start or once they're coming out of your stun. If you're already on them, then you'll use it so they can't get away. But you don't typically use it in the middle because then you're wasting your stun duration. She's in trouble, man. Got my stride break. He's about in range. Got him with it. Look how much damage he took from that. That's a weird fight. Lily is really fast. She doesn't have a lot of gold spent right now, though. She should die from that. Yeah, he kill stilled me. I had a level 12 Ignite. She's only level 10. She's got a low base HP pool. Really should just go for drag here and not for the turret. Drag's way more important. Wind Soul is the best soul in the game, I think. 15% constant movement speed plus 50% movement speed per 6 seconds after using your R. Movement speed dictates what skill shots hit you, which ones don't. How much the enemy AD carry can kite you. And in AD carry meta right now, where they're doing all the damage, being able to close distance on them is absolutely essential. He's got bush speed up. He's got blue jungle item. He almost got me with that. I can go over the wall here. Oh, wow. All right. It wasn't close enough. Never mind. I kind of have to turn here, huh? Oh, W, Q. I've got to get out. I think I'm dead. Nope, almost. We got a lot of AoE damage. Into the E, stride break, auto W, and the Q. She does get the kill. Oh, that's bad. I couldn't quite get her. I took 4,800 damage. That's more than twice my health bar. I'm only at 2,000 health. Whew. Lily is tanky and she burns. We need more magic resist. Let's say we get it after Cleaver. Cleaver gives us a lot of movement speed. Dealing physical damage not only shreds their armor, but gives us stacks of rage, which are 3 movement speeds per stack. Stacking up to 6 times, I believe. Yeah, 6 times. So 3 times 6, 18 movement speed. Pretty good. 18 movement speed is close to boots, so. Lily is really mobile. The easiest person for us to burst is the Yasuo or Samira. Once we're on them, they don't necessarily move fast. It's more of the Lilia who's permanently moving quickly. Once your junglers finish their jungle item, which is usually around their level 11, 10 to, let's say 10 to 12. That's typically around the time they finish it. That's annoying. This Lily is a pest. Not sure why we're not fighting it. We have a massive advantage. Follow W, Q, get down everything. Soraka Hill is ridiculous. And Kai'Sa's really fed. She's absolutely fed. That's Baron. Baron, and then we'll be souped up for Drag Soul fight. I think Soraka's a sleeper champ at the moment. No one wants to play her. If you have one on your team, team fights are free. If you are going to stride break in the middle of your stun, just do it at the very end of your W animation. Can I get over this wall? Nope. I think you can. You got to get really close to it. I think you're pretty sure. Wow, you actually can't. Wow. All right. You can go over all the small ones. It's not that one. Boop. Fun little troll. Should have gotten down my Q. They're almost applying the Braum passive to me. I'm barely getting out before it's too late. Wasted stride breaker there. Got our auto into W, RQ, auto into E back over the wall. Hey, buddy. Got it. Oof. Needed to get down my stride break there. Didn't get much value out of that. That's no fun. Down goes Lilia. She's one of the slipperiest person they got. Should be GG's. You don't want to drag things out on Renekton. His true late game full build is not great. He's more of a Bork power spiker. Second item, he's still good. Third item, he's still solid. Fourth, fifth, and sixth, you'll see him go downhill really fast. And that is it. Let's take a look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we're number 2 in the game behind the Kai'Sa. Looking at damage taken, we were the highest on our team, not the most in the game. And looking at self-mitigated, highest on our team, not the most in the game. For runes, high value. All in all, Renekton, really fun champ, a really good learning champ for canceling out animations, whether it be an auto W, or WR, or WE, or an auto WR. Very cool champ. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.